Let's make this one pot super simple chicken and rice. Heat the oil in a pot, saute the finely chopped onions, add the minced garlic and cook until fragrant. Place the chicken pieces, season with salt, chicken powder, onion powder, paprika, ground cumin and coriander. Cook for 7 to 8 minutes on both sides. Take out the chicken, but this is totally optional to broil for 15 minutes at 170 Celsius. In a pan, add the carrots, bell pepper and peas. Mix well and saute for 2 minutes. Pour the chicken stock and bring it to boil. Time to add the soaked rice and stir. Let it simmer on a medium heat until the rice is almost cooked through and water has evaporated. Place the chicken pieces on top, cover with the lid and let it steam for 15 to 20 minutes on a very low heat. After, remove the lid, garnish with some chopped coriander and fluff the rice gently. And that's it. Enjoy. Experience the ultimate crunch with this nutty granola. Let's prepare at home. Combine the oils. Roughly chop the nuts of your choice. I'm using here almonds, walnuts and cashews. And add in along with coconut flakes, pumpkin seeds, chia seeds and ground flax seeds. In a small saucepan, combine the macadamia oil, maple syrup, salt and cinnamon. Heat gently over the low heat until slightly warm, but don't let it boil. Remove from the heat and cool slightly. After, pour over and stir thoroughly. Take a lined baking tray and spread the mixture evenly. Bake in a preheated oven for about 35 minutes until golden brown. Let it cool completely on a room temperature for crispy texture. After, store in an airtight container and enjoy on its own with some yogurt and fresh fruits or milk of your choice. Thanks for watching. Chase the flavors. Let's make these tender and delicious chicken shami kebab. Wash and soak the chana dal for 2 hours. In a large pot, combine the chicken, chana dal, ginger garlic, green chilies, onions, dried red chilies, whole spices, salt, red chili, turmeric and water. Cook until the chicken and lentils are tender. Let the mixture cool slightly. After, mash into a coarse paste using a blender or a masher. Add chopped coriander leaves and egg. Mix well with your hands. Shape the mixture into a small, flat, round patties. Place them on a tray and freeze. Or you can fry the kebabs straight away. Beat the egg and dip the patty in it. Fry the kebabs until golden brown and crispy on both sides. Remove from the pan and drain on paper towel. Garnish the kebab with the fresh coriander leaves. And that's it. Time to serve these chicken shami kebabs. Enjoy these with mint chutney or ketchup and chai. Thanks for watching. Chase the flavors. Today I'm making this cheesy keema macaroni, a simple yet delicious that takes me right back to my childhood. Let's get started. First, heat up oil in a pan. Now add in diced onions and cook until they become translucent. It's time for our garlic. Toss it in and let it cook until fragrant. Let's add the mince of your choice. Use your spatula to break it apart and cook until color changes. Season it up. Sprinkle in some salt, black pepper, crushed red chilies and oregano. Let all these flavors mingle for a few minutes. Mix in tomatoes and then cover the pan. Let it simmer until the gravy thickens, the mince is tender and you see that oil bubbling on top. Bring a pot of water to a boil, adding a touch of salt and oil. Cook macaroni according to packet instructions. Drain and add to the mince mixture and give it a good stir. Finally, let's sprinkle some mozzarella cheese on top, cover the pan and let it sit for a few minutes until the cheese melts. This is totally optional. Garnish with some sliced chilies and chopped coriander. And there you have it. Dig in and enjoy every delicious bite. By far, this is the best honey chicken you will ever need. My family love it. Start with boneless chicken thighs, cut them into bite-sized pieces, combine plain flour, potato starch and a baking soda. Now pour in ice cold water and a mix until each piece of the chicken is well coated. Let it marinate for at least 30 minutes to soak in all the flavors. Next, heat up oil in a wok or medium heat. Carefully drop these chicken pieces into hot oil, but remember, don't overcrowd the pan. Fry in batches. Fry the chicken until it's crispy and golden brown. Once cooked, remove the chicken from the oil and place it on the wire rack to drain any excess oil. Now let's make the hot honey sauce. Combine sesame oil, honey, light soya sauce, rice vinegar, brown sugar and chili flakes. In a pan, add the hot honey sauce and heat up over medium heat. When it starts bubbling, this is where the magic happens. Add the fried chicken to the pan and toss to coat each piece thoroughly with the sauce. And continue cooking on a high heat, allowing the sauce to thicken and glaze the chicken properly. After, remove from the heat. For that extra touch, sprinkle sesame seeds on top for garnish if you like. And there you have it. Serve sweet and spicy hot honey chicken alongside plain boiled rice or your favorite sides. Enjoy! There's something so satisfying about creating something delicious with minimal efforts. This no-bake raspberry and white chocolate cheesecake is approved. Let's create together. First thing first, let's make the base. Grab those shortbread biscuits and crush them until they are transformed into a fine crumbs. Now combine with melted butter. This needs to be pressed into a spring-form tin, creating an even layer across the base. Moving on to the cheesecake filling. Throw in the full-fat cream cheese and icing sugar. Whisk together until it's smooth and creamy. Let's whip the double cream. This will add the perfect lightness to our cheesecake. Melt the white chocolate until it's beautifully smooth and let it cool slightly. Once the chocolate has cooled down, gently fold into the cream cheese mixture. But wait, don't forget the fresh raspberries. Carefully mix them in. We want those bursts of flavors in every bite. Pour this cheesecake filling over the prepared base in the spring foam tin. Use a spatula to smooth the top. Now cover it with a cling film and pop it in the fridge for about 5 to 6 hours to chill. Patience is the key to perfection. The next day is finally time to reveal your creation. Carefully run the knife around the edges and gently remove it. Look at the beautiful layers. This is totally optional. To finish, arrange those fresh raspberries on top. This not only looks fabulous, but adds the lovely freshness. Enjoy every blissful bite of this lovely creation. You have earned it. Enjoy. Warm, fluffy tandoori bread pockets filled with cheesy chicken filling, pure comfort food with Indus tandoori masala. First, let's heat up some butter in a pan until it's melted. Toss in some diced onions and let them sizzle until they are turned translucent. Add in fragrant Indian ginger garlic paste and saute until your kitchen smells amazing. Now it's time to add the chicken. Cook until color changes. Next, sprinkle in Indus tandoori masala, allowing it to coat the chicken with its rich and spicy goodness. Cook for another 3 to 4 minutes. Lower the heat and stir in some creamy yogurt. Continue cooking until the chicken is perfectly tender. And don't forget to toss in some handful of chopped coriander to brighten it all up. Now let's set aside the delicious filling to cool completely. Grab some bread slices and cut them into squares. Spoon that filling into the center, and if you are feeling cheesy, throw in some cheese for that extra kick. Place another slice on top, press the seal, and we are almost there. Dip each pocket into a beaten egg and then roll into breadcrumbs until it's well coated. Deep fry these pockets until they are golden brown and crispy. Once they are done, take them out and let them drain on a paper towel to soak up that extra oil. And that's it. Crispy tandoori bread pockets ready to be served with your favorite Indus spicy mayo sauce. Don't forget to check out the Indus spices and sauces for a perfect meal. If you're looking for some serious show-stopping dessert, you have come to the right place. Today, we are making wild pistachio best cheesecake. Trust me, you are going to love this. First, combine cream cheese with some sugar. Now, take the whisk and gently beat on the low speed until it just combine and smooth. Next, crack the eggs and give them a light whisk. Gradually add them to the cheesecake batter, mixing gently until everything is fully incorporated. Now it's time for the star of the show, pistachio cream. Add it to the mixture and fold it in. We want mix it perfectly without overdoing it. Pour in double cream and mix it until it's nice and smooth. Now let's prepare our cake tin. Grease it with a cake butter and line the base and sides with a parchment paper. Pour the cheesecake batter into the prepared pan and give it a few gentle taps to release the air bubbles. Now pop it into the preheated oven and bake. Look for the perfectly brown top and slightly bubble in the center. Once out of the oven, let it come onto the room temperature and then put it in fridge for overnight. Trust me, this chilling step is crucial for the best texture and flavor. Let's make the silky smooth pistachio sauce. Melt some white chocolate halfway, pour the oil and continue melting. Finally stir in pistachio cream until fully combined. You're looking for some smooth and runny consistency. When your cheesecake has chilled and is ready to shine, slice it into the pieces and drizzle that heavenly pistachio sauce over each slice. For that extra crunch, sprinkle some pistachios on top. And there you have it, a stunning cheesecake that's as delicious as it looks. Enjoy every bite and don't forget to share with your loved ones. Happy baking!